Hello, my little ranchies. How are you today? I'm back with another video. Yay! Sorry for my disappearance. Life sucks for me right now, but I know it gets better. But anyway, I am here to make a video because I just thought about this like not too long ago, and I was like, I read a lot of BL manga throughout my time. We see a lot of repetitive stories like, you know, Yankee theme, Yakuza, sometimes police officer, doctors and patient, fantasy theme manga, food related BL manga. But like, don't get me wrong, I love the repetitiveness. I don't mind that. But like, sometimes I'm like, we don't get to see unique out of the box type tropes and themes. So in this video, I made a list on my phone, it's right here, where I talk about, well, I wrote a lot of like topics that we never get to explore or seeing these type of tropes, these out of the box tropes with BL manga. So that's what this video is gonna be about. So what I wrote on my list, the first one is like mermaids, or like, you know, AKA mermen. Like, give it like the Little Mermaid vibes. Like, be inspired by Ariel. You know, she fell in love with a human in the surface world. She loves collecting stuff. Like, give the Uke that type of personality. It's just like Ariel, and like have him, you know, want to explore the outside world, wants to travel to the surface, and then he met like a Prince Charming in the surface. They get to know each other, they fall in love, and that's the story, I guess. It reminds me of this. It's not really a BL manga, but like it's kind of like a erotic manga. It's a genre called erotic fairy tales, and it's about like fairy tales that we all know, like, you know, Little Mermaid, Cinderella, Snow White, the Little Matchmaker, but it's all like, you know, sex and like erotic and like smutty type of stories. Like, I read one, well, a few, and it is really good. Like, I want that, but in a BL form. Like, give it like a BL format. Like, I want to like have like a story about, you know, a society of mermaids and mermen, or merman in general, like having their own culture and their own theme going on. And like, you know, this one merman wants to like, you know, explore the surface, but his friends and family was like, no, don't do that. You know, humans are dangerous, type of like, you know, stereotypical racial type, like, don't go to the surface, the humans are evil, they're bad, they're gonna capture you and you never come back home ever again. And Uke's like, no, I want to see, like, humans are not bad, like they're fun, like I read stories about them, they can help us, you know, I don't know what's going on in the mermaid world, but like they could provide, you know, human technology resources that can help us, you know, advance whatever. I don't know, like that's kind of cool. Like, I want more mermaid themed stories. I also read like another BL manga, I forgot the name, but like it's about like a merman. He's like half human, half merman, and people see him as like a monster. He has like scales all over his body, and one of his eyes is like black, and that's part of like his monster mermaid form. And people, you know, shun him from his village, and they treat him like crap, and he felt very like, you know, insecure about the way he looks, because people hate him because people hate the way he looks, you know, until, you know, the Seme came along and he sees him as like a beautiful person. And the Seme also has his own issues with his life, and they get to know each other, and like it's very beautiful, very tragic. I want more of that, you know. And again, there's like another BL manga which I haven't read at all, but like if the book cover has like, you know, a merman and a human together, I need to read that and do a review on that. But like, I want more of like a mermaid themed BL like trope going on, because like, there's not enough representation in like the aquatic realms, and I'm a big fan of like ocean theme like stuff. So like, I want like some artists out there to like, let me do like a Little Mermaid inspired BL like manga and see how it goes, because that could work. We have like a lot of other fantasy type like creatures, like, you know, always wolves and like vampires, which again, like vampires are hot, I love them, but like the wolves stuff, like I'm not really into the furry manga, but I still read it, unless it's like a hybrid, like, you know, half human on top, animal on the bottom. I could work with that. That could be hot in its own way. But like, yeah, like give us more merman like stories. That would be amazing. They would get a lot of like people inspired to make more of those type of stories. So next I have on my list is pirates and prisoner. Like, you know, a semi pirate and an uke prisoner. Like, give me some One Piece vibes. Like, you know, let the Seme, you know, set sail for One Piece, get the treasure, do pirate stuff, and like, the same thing, like meets like a poor villager from an island, and then they capture him because like I guess the Uke has like a unique type of treasure in his island that, you know, his people are protecting, but they won't give it to the pirates because, you know, it's sacred. And the pirates capture him, and, you know, the Uke refuses to like give the location of their secret treasure, and then, you know, they do some like naughty stuff in the downstairs ship, you know, to get him to talk. So like, yes, give us some Pirates of the Caribbean vibes happening. And the reason why I wrote that in my list is because I was inspired by like this manga I read years ago and I love it so much. It's called Kosar. I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's like a pirate themed love story. Like the Senmei is a hot ass, fine looking pirate man. And then like the Uke, he's not really a prisoner, but like he has his own like backstory that's kind of like sad. I think he was in love with a prince from a different kingdom, and then something happened to them. They couldn't like see each other anymore. And the Uke is blind too, which I'm gonna talk about, you know, disability representation later on in this video. But like the Uke is blind, and then the pirate Senmei and the Uke fell in love. It was beautiful. The art is beautiful, and I love that story so much. I read it like over and over again. Like let's have pirates. Like there's barely any pirate themed BL manga. Can we get something different for once? Like represent. People might love pirate theme like BL. You may never know. Like I hope somebody like try it out once and like see how it works, because same with the merman story. Like you can have pirates and merman like fall in love. Like that could be a great story, and I would love to read that. Something different, something unique, and like that can like encourage more artists and BL mangaka to like explore more of that type of stories. So next, the third thing on my list, I wrote Milkman. Okay, I was inspired by this one BL, and I think I read it, but I probably did not. It's like an old, probably like early 2000 BL. I don't remember the name, but like I hope I can find it somewhere. But like I remember like the book cover, it shows like a milkman, and he's like surrounded by I think a bottle of milk, and like he's delivering milks. Like, you know, he's a milkman. He delivered milk to like people who needs milk. That's basically it. I know it can be very raunchy, you know, milk can represent something, a different form of liquid, but like have like, I don't know, like maybe like the Uke runs out of milk, and like he's too lazy to like go buy milk at his grocery store, and then he ordered milk from online, like an online milk service, and like he sees like a hot milkman come to his doorstep. He's like, hey, we ordered fresh milk from our local, like, I don't know, company, whatever, here you go. And then the Uke like immediately falls in love with him, and he's ordering milk every time so he can see this particular like milkman. So that would be kind of hot. Again, that can mean so many things that I don't want to say out loud because I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube, but like that would be funny. I didn't read the whole story. I don't know what it's about, to be honest, but I need to read it because now I'm interested in reading it. Like deliver hot fresh milk from you know where to your doorstep, and yeah, let's do this. Okay, the fourth thing on my list, like we don't get to see enough magical boys in BL. We have magical boys in anime form. What was that BL anime? Cute High Defense Club, the very first all boys magical boy like anime series, and I love that show. And they even made a second season. I love it. I saw the whole thing. I saw the second season, but like I guess I didn't finish it. I don't know why. I think I like took a hiatus from it, and to this day I have not finished the second season at all. We do have magical boys in anime, like way back, like probably in the early 2000s, and I forgot which boy became the first magical boy. It was kind of like a gag. The anime starts with an S, like a Shokan, some shit, like I forgot, but like we need more magical boys in BL. Like I don't see them at all unless I don't see them enough, or unless I missed out on it. But like, I want to see a magical boy BL version, because that would be hot. Like, you know, saving the day, wearing skirts, wearing hot makeup and stuff. I mean, the closest thing we have as a magical boy theme, I guess, like genre, is when like the boy has to like transform and he cross-dresses into like a girl. So he's still a boy in the inside. I know there's an anime, I think it's called Twin Tails something. And I did read like a webtoon years ago about like a boy who was a magical girl. His whole appearance is like, you know, a female, but like inside he's a male. I'm not against that, like, you know, boys cross-dressing as like girls. I do enjoy that and those type of themes. But like, I want to see like a boy, like, or a man literally transform into a magical boy wearing a skirt, has makeup, long hair, wearing heels. I think guys in heels are hot in anime manga. I want to see more of that. So yeah, like give us like a magical boys BL version in this world, because like I want to read it. It'd be so hot to see them like transform and like you know, have them fighting crime in heels and like, you know, scratching people with their nails. Like think of Pretty Cure, but like have like the male version of it. Like have like an all boy male cast of like magical boys. That would be hot. So next on my list, I have a delivery boy. You know, same thing as the milkman, but like this one is a delivery boy. You know, for example, like Amazon, like have like a hot delivery boy mail you stuff, your packages to your door. And I was inspired by a manga. I think it's called like, I don't know if I should say, I might bleep it out. Delivery driver or something. Like they basically like the uke orders stuff online and he meets like a hot delivery man, and like, you know, stuff happens in between that. You know, the more you order, the more you see this man and he's very hot, and then stuff happens in the house. I didn't read it yet. I need to read it. So like, yeah, like give us like a hot delivery boy, because like I don't see hot delivery men in my opinion. Like sorry, but like I don't see any attractive delivery men in my area. It's always like, well, I mean there is young guys, but I don't find them attractive. Like no offense, I'm sorry, but like maybe just once can I have like a hot, sexy, muscular delivery man at my doorstep and be like, hello, who are you? What's your name? You are hot. Are you available this week? I mean, to consensually, you know, consent. Because I will fight if I don't like you. Like, I want something like that in BL manga. Give me some hot delivery boys. Okay, number 6 on my list. Guys, let me tell you, I have a long list. Number 6 is a scientist and a test subject theme. I want to have, you know, it doesn't really matter, like a seimei scientist and a uke test subject, or vice versa. Like, I want to see like a mad scientist trying to create something, and then like the uke became his assistant, his test subject, and then something went wrong, and then like they have to fix it sexually in a hot ass way, and like it would be funny. It would be like a comedy type of story. Oh, he could be like a mad scientist trying to create a Frankenstein monster. Again, we have like werewolves as like a furry thing in the BL world. Okay, I'm not against that. Again, it has to be like a hybrid for me, like half human on top and then waist down is like an animal part. We never get to see like a mad scientist creating like a hot ass Frankenstein monster. I never seen that. That'd be a cute like Halloween themed story. Like, oh, the mad scientist seimei wants to recreate a Frankenstein monster based on his lover, so he gets all the parts from his dead lover. It's kind of fucked up. He probably like, you know, stole a corpse from his grave, and then he recreate him to bring him back to life because he misses him, and then he became like a hot, sexy Frankenstein monster. That'd be kind of cool. Like, you know, Frankenstein is always like in stories, if I remember, like he's like very creepy. He has yellowish green skin, and he has, you know, body parts from different people to make him the way he is. I think he can speak English. I don't know. Like, I never watched the old school Frankenstein movies, and I don't want to. I feel it's kind of creepy. That'd be interesting. Like a mad scientist falls in love with his creation, his Frankenstein monster. That'd be like a beautiful and also a tragic story, but also has a little comedy to it. Yeah, like put more a Halloween twist into it, because people love monsters. Like, there are a lot of monster themed type stories, and again, it fits with the vampire genre, it fits with the werewolves, but we don't get to see other type of monsters that we know in stories. Like, I mean, we have like an octopus monster, like tentacle stuff, which I'm not into tentacle. P-word, not my thing. Think of Monster High, definitely, like a centaur. Like, we don't get like centaur theme like manga. Cyclops, a sexy Cyclops, like a ghost, or like a mummy, a sexy mummy based on Cleo Danao and Monster High. Like be inspired of that, but make them all male and hot. Like, that'd be kind of cool. Next, I wrote down a firefighter, and that's more of like the gay komi manga, like as in like older men in their, I guess, mid 40s and plus. And these are like, you know, they work in real world jobs, like construction worker, firefighter, salesman. Sometimes they are chefs. What I don't like about gay komi stuff and like bada, I know bada is like an old term, like a very, very old school term. And like gay komi is like the modern term people need to know so that people won't get confused. I don't like big, muscular, meaty guys in gay komi, and they have like big, fat, round bellies. That's not my thing. I mean, whoever likes that, God bless to you. Do whatever you want. I'm not against you. I'm not gonna judge you. But like, it's not my type of style, which is why I don't read gay komi mangas that much. Besides Priapus, if y'all want to read manga about big, muscular, hot men, if you want to get introduced to that type of world, read Priapus. I highly recommend it. It's so good. Good story, good character. He's hot. He's very toned and delicious. Like, oh, it's so good. Yeah, I never seen a BL manga of like, you know, an ikemen or bishonen type character who works as a fireman, you know, saving lives, helping people. Like, there's none of that. Like, I want to see a hot, sexy fireman, like in BL. Like, have like a fireman save the uke from his burning house, and then they live together because he has nowhere to go, and like he needs to do house hunting, which is a lot of work. And then, you know, at the end they always be like, oh, do you want to live with me? They always end like that. Whenever they move in together, they're like, oh, you know, trying to feel each other out and see how things work. And then later on they end up, you know, living together anyway. So I want to see that. Give us a hot, sexy ikemen firefighter, guys. I want to see that type of trope. Like, think outside of the box. Let's do something different. Like, I never, ever want to see a firefighter. And also, I was inspired by this I think I might also bleep this word out, this anime of this woman fucking a firefighter, and he's like really big and muscly, and I'm like, damn, how come we don't get that in BL? Like, can we have more of this, please? Can we have some of it? Like, let's do it. That was hot. I didn't watch it. Next on my list is something that I read not too long ago, and I want to see a BL story about race car drivers. There is a brand new manga, and again, I can't remember the name, but it's all about race car driving, and that is freaking cool. Like, I never see something like that. That's so out of the box, very unique, very different. I think it's about like the Uke wanted to become he is a race car driver, he's famous, and like he wants to win the Grand Prix, and then he knows this other famous race car driver that everybody knows. He's been winning a lot of racing games, I guess, and obviously the other race car driver, he's gay, and he's very open about it, and he wants to get close to the Uke, and like, I love that. I was like, wow, a race car themed BL, like that's something different. We never experienced like people racing ever, or mostly in anime, but not even shoujo manga, shonen. No, actually no, Initial D is also like a realistic racing theme anime and manga. It is really, really popular, and the music is great too. I love the fucking 90s theme. But never in BL, like that's just like crazy to me. I'm like, oh wow, like I want more. The story is still ongoing. But like I want to see, you know, these hot men wearing these sexy racing gears. All the jackets are really cool. I love the designs and the stickers they have. Since that author knows how to make a love story out of, you know, race car driving as a theme, it's possible to make more in the future. I want people to explore more of that genre, that theme, because that's really interesting and cool. And I actually do enjoy reading it. I'm about to read it over again later today because I love it. It's really good. And I'm probably gonna make most likely a review about that manga, so stay tuned. Okay, next on my list is that we need, well, I want to see Sentai or superhero themed BL. Where, you know, I put in my notes that where the uke is a superhero and the seimei is the villain. Or you could do it, you know, vice versa. Doesn't matter to me. Because I read like a Shonen Ai theme BL manga where I think the uke likes superheroes and he always goes to this superhero show like on the rooftop of the mall. You know how in Japan they always have like these kids shows where they show like Super Sentai, Power Ranger shows, and they go to the mall and watch it up in the roof. Like, I think that's what the manga is about. I can't remember, but like it's kind of like that, and it's really cute. And the same way is like in the Sentai costume, and I'm like, that's cool. Like, give us like a Power Ranger theme like superhero story. Which can lead to a love story. Like, Power Rangers has like a lot of seasons. Y'all can get inspired by every single one. There's different themes, different like stories. Like, I want to see a guy in a costume in tights. I want to see a Power Ranger having sex with the villain of the show. like that'd be kind of interesting and funny. Yeah, like that would be so cool. Like, we have like a romance anime where, like, I forgot the anime name, but like the guy is like the Red Ranger and then the villain is basically his girlfriend behind the scenes, and nobody knows that except for them. I think they're like dating in secret, but in the show they're like, you know, opposing enemies. They always fight. Yeah, I think it's like also a TV show, but like in the anime. But like, yeah, like on TV they are, you know, fighting against each other. The Red Ranger and his team, and then, you know, the villain woman is like, you know, doing her thing, being evil, being a bitch, and then like, you know, after working hours, they like, you know, I think they live together and like they actually like dating and stuff. It's kind of cute. Like, do that. Like, that's cute. And I need to watch that anime too. Like, I can see that happening. Like, you know, enemies to lovers. I love that trope. I'm a sucker for that. I can see that happening. That can work. Okay, next on my list, I put down hot aliens. Whoever into space themed stuff, give us some hot aliens. And I wrote, like, for example, like, alien seimei tries to take over the world, and like, you know, the uke try to stop him, but instead he teaches him the beauty of Earth. Or like the uke is like an astronaut, he loves space, he wants to see what's beyond the other world, like upstairs, whatever. And then like he travels in a spaceship and then he meets a unique alien in their planet, and then the hot alien seimei is showing him the uke, his culture, his life on planet as an alien and everything. That's so fucking cool. Having a hot seimei alien take over the world, that'd be kind of interesting, and, you know, a life lesson be like, you know, Earth is still beautiful no matter how fucked up it is. Like, we have a lot of fucked up people messing it up, you know, pollution, stop doing that. Like, yeah, that'd be like a good, like, teaching people and kids how to, like, you know, respect your planet, because you may never know, a hot alien might destroy it for no reason. Or like have him take over the world, and Uke is like, no, you can't do that. We still live here. We love the planet. We need this planet for our lives and our children. Like, that'd be so sweet and heartwarming and sentimental and funny as well. Like, do that. Like, have hot aliens. Like, we never seen that ever. Like, give him like green skin or blue skin or something. Like, you have like, the little antennas on their forehead. Like, give him something unique. That'd be sexy. That can work. Okay, this is kind of weird. Dentists. The reason why, because there is two dentist themed manga, and for some weird reason the uke gets sexually aroused by the way the dentist touch his mouth every time he cleans it. I don't feel that way. And also in real life, there's never a hot sexy male dentist. There's always these old white men doing their job, and their sisters, like older women who are married and have kids, which is not a bad thing. Good for you guys. But like, I never ever seen in real life a sexy hot dentist. Never. It's always it's only in BL manga, those two books. And I feel like it's kind of like weird. I'm like, I never get sexually aroused when a dentist touch my teeth. Even if he's hot though, I will not get aroused by that. I guess some people do. Maybe that's a fetish. I don't know why. A mouth touching fetish? To me that's kind of weird, but okay. I just find that so odd. But again, in real life, it's usually old white men. Like, nobody's hot in my dentist's office ever. I'm pretty sure most people can agree with me that like there's no attractive male dentists. But in BL, that can be funny. That can be kind of a weird fetish, I guess, because these ukes get horny for some weird reason. I don't know why. I mean, I guess making out can make you horny. I do love making out, and like, not to the point where, well, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, anyway, yeah, like that could be like an interesting like exploration to explore. But also, like, these dentists also have like a teeth fetish. I know one of them does. Like, he loves people with perfect teeth, and then he falls in love with the uke's perfect teeth because he always goes there every week or whatever because he has like a bad experience when he was younger having like horrible teeth, and he's like, I am not gonna go to a dentist because he was traumatized by the way they fix his teeth and like, you know, the drills and like all the tools they use, and he was like traumatized by it. So he said that, you know, I'm gonna take care of my teeth so that I don't have to go to a scary dentist ever again, which he did. Good hygiene, you know, that's a good life lesson. Take care of your teeth. Yeah, and like the dentist in that book is very attractive. He's hot and he has like a weird teeth fetish. I guess that's a thing. I don't know, but I guess it's real weird. But yeah, give us a dentist theme manga. It can be repetitive, you know, the setting is in like a dentist office, but like the story can like mix things up and stuff. Like, I don't know, you can have sex in the dentist office. I don't know, that could work. Let it happen in the books. Next is makeup artists. I know we have some, and I did read one not too long ago as well. There's this guy who's a makeup artist and he loves makeup, and like he got hired to work on this 3-man idol group makeup as their own personal makeup stylist. And of course the leader falls in love with the makeup artist, and the makeup artist is like, no, I can't, I have to do my job. But later on, you know, as time goes on, they grow to love each other. But like, I think it's hot that men can do makeup and wear makeup. I think it's beautiful. I see them as like an artistic canvas. Like, I want to see more makeup artist theme like manga, because men can wear makeup too, and men can work as makeup artists for other people, not just women. Like, I think that's cool how like the industry is like being more diverse and open to like other genders, you know, men, women, transgender, non-binary. Basically doesn't matter who you are, like men can also wear makeup and they could be really good at it if you find the right person. Like, I love that artistic sense like the uke had in that manga. He's like, he really loves makeup. Like, he's really good at it. I wish like in the manga you could see his work in color, not in black and white, because you can't really see the details of what type of products he's used, like what kind of color foundation he put on the cheeks, like what kind of lipstick color he put on the lips. Are they wearing eyeshadow for the idols, like as their makeup artists? Like, I want to see. I wish they have like a separate like book, like an illustration book of like all the makeup that the uke does for the characters. Like, I want to see that somewhere. Like, yeah, I want a makeup artist like theme manga, like a uke or seimei doing makeup for other people, for like famous celebrities or like actors or influencers. Like, that'd be cool and interesting. And that's really fucking hot to me. Wear makeup, man. Don't be shy. Go out there and look beautiful. Or without it, because you can do it without makeup. You look beautiful just the way you are. All right, next, I mean, we have this type of theme anyway. Assassins, you know, like Papa Assassin, you know. Yesterday I finished reading a manga about this assassin, and this boy pick him up from the alleyway. He was like almost dying and bleeding. But like, yeah, we have like assassin themed manga. It's kind of the same as like Yakuza, because Yakuza are also like kind of like assassins. They kill people and like, you know, beat up other people if they go into their territory. It's kind of like the same, but they use, yeah, it's kind of the same. They also use guns as well as assassins, and they're very sneaky about it, like ninjas. I want more assassin themed stuff, like Papa Assassin. Yes, that is the title, Papa Assassin, and it's about this hot ass single father who adopted this young boy who later, you know, he matures into an adult, and then his adopted son grew feelings for his adopted father. Yes, it's that kind of manga, but the story is really good. I'm not into not my thing, but if the story is good, I have to like bear with it, grit my teeth, and like keep going, because I want to know what happened to the characters and where they're gonna end up going. But like, yes, the boy has sexual feelings with his stepfather. Yeah. But that is so damn hot, and yeah, he he is an assassin when he was younger. He was hot too when he was younger, and as he got older, he still looks hot, and he's still kind of an assassin at some point sometimes. But yeah, I want more assassin, like sexy assassins protecting the uke, you know, from dangers in BL manga. Okay, next, and I'm pretty sure most of you will agree with me. Cowboys. We never had cowboy theme anything. Like, have the story be inspired by Western cowboy movies, like you know, the Americanized version, the old Wild West. Like, you know, you see like the little hay thing going down the street, rolling down the street or whatever in the desert. You got two sexy cowboys, you know, going against each other, but they end up, you know, fucking in some saloon or whatever. Like, yes, we never have a cowboy, and that. I put that in my list because I was reading, well, way back then, I read a story about legit a cowboy and a Native American, and there's like a war going on in between different towns, and the cowboy has to stop it because he's like the sheriff, I guess. I think I'm wrong about the story, but like he ends up meeting a legit full-fledged Native American. He looks so fucking hot. And of course they fell in love, they had sex outside and behind a boulder or something in the desert. Whatever. That's the only male cowboy I ever seen ever in my BL loving reading history in my life. Like, I never seen something like that. And we need more. And wasn't there like a movie about these two, like deadass, like there is a movie where there's like these two white gay cowboys, they like each other, and then gay stuff happens. I don't know. My brother told me about that. I don't know why he knows about that. I'm like, did you see it? Like, why you know about that? I think he said he didn't watch it, but he knows about that gay cowboy movie. And I'm like, why do you know about it, but I don't? How come I don't see it and you know more than me? Huh? What? Okay, question mark. Suspicious. But yes, cowboy themed BL. We need that. Explore it. Talk about the Western stuff. Make it stereotypical. I don't care. I want to see a cowboy hot sexy scene in BL. So something.